This is Fox 5 News at 10.
Welcome to Channel 5 News. This is Jack Johnson.
And this is Sydney Borns. Breaking news. Out in Germany, in the former lands used in World War I, archaeologists have recently recovered artifacts from the war.
That's right, Sydney. Today in the studio, we have uncovered footage of an interview from a German soldier talking about his personal experiences with friendship and camaraderie.
Roll the clip, Jeff.
Audio Jungle.
Please state your name.
Paul Bomber.
How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How is it being out in the war?
It's pretty tough. I mean, there's a lot of ups and downs. One thing that's really helped me get through the war is definitely my friends.
How have they helped you?
One specific example was one time me and my good friend Kat, we had to bribe a munition truck driver to take us to where some geese were because we were really short on food. So we had to kill a couple geese and eat them. And we sat there cooking the goose, and I didn't really know Kat at this point. But even though we didn't really know each other and didn't talk a ton, you definitely feel like a really strong bond formed between us, and that was just something really special.
Any other times?
Another time we were stuck in an abandoned village, and we found a couple pigs, which is a really rare occurrence because there's not a lot of meat or anything to eat. So we decided to make a feast out of it, and I stood there out on the front line and risked my life to cook some pancakes, which is one of my favorite foods in the world, just to share with my friends, because that's just something that's really special, and it was just, we decided,
Which one of your comrades do you admire the most?
Definitely Kaczynski. He's a really, really strong person. He's something that I admire a lot. He is a really good friend to have, and anytime you have any problems or anything, you can always talk to him, and he'll normally calm you down and talk you out of doing anything stupid.
Thanks for your time. I just wanted to ask you a few more questions. I talked to your friend Haye about his ideal peacetime, and he said, your food's found every day, or else you pick up a row. You have a bed, every week clean underwear like a perfect gent. You do your non-coms duty. You have a good suit of clothes. In the evening, you're a free man and go off to the pub. What to you is your ideal peacetime?
It's pretty similar to that. The only thing is I would really like to have a family and settle down with a wife and kids.
How important is it for you to stick together?
It's extremely important. One time my friend Krop was injured, and I even faked a fever, and I kind of cheated the system a little bit, but I faked a fever, and so we could all stick together and just be together, because my friends and I are really close, and we're basically all each other have at this point.
What to you symbolizes the war?
Two things that definitely symbolize the war for me are my boots and a deck of cards. For me, my boots are just they symbolize friendship, and it's kind of something that's always there for you, and you always have your boots. And a deck of cards for me symbolizes kind of the more peaceful times when we just kind of get to be together and spend time together and learn a little bit more about each other.
Okay, thank you for your time.
Thanks, Jeff.
We'll be back after these short messages.
Yeah, I'm married. Does it matter? You do that for me?
Who are you talking to?
It's Jake from State Farm.
At 3 a.m? Who is this?
It's Jake from State Farm.
What are you wearing, Jake from State Farm?
Khakis.
Sounds hideous.
Well, she's a guy, so...
This is Titan 1-4. No signs of life.
Titan 1-4, hold your position.
What do you got?
Unmanned aircraft is identifying enemy sniper.
Copy that. Let's move. Thanks, Reaper 1-1. We got it from here. Sensors coming off target.
Learn more at airforce.com. This is Fox 5 News at 10.
Friendship and camaraderie is a very important aspect in everyday life. People depend on each other to help solve problems and make your lives easier, just like I depend on Jack every day in the morning news.
Aw, how sweet. During war times, this is especially important as soldiers must rely on each other physically as well as mentally in order to cope with the stresses of war.
Thanks to the Smithsonian archaeologists, we have been able to get our hands on some of the artifacts talked about in the interview.
These boots right here symbolize sacrifice and truly looking out for your fellow comrades.
These deck of cards symbolize the more peaceful times and how these soldiers truly coped with the dangers of the war as talked about in the interview. Jack, pick a card.
It's a Jack. The main theme of this broadcast is that stressful situations require people to work cohesively.
Thank you so much for watching Fox 5 News. This is Sydney Borens.
And this is Jack Johnson. See you again tomorrow.